Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you have all heard that flights in the United States were grounded because there was a problem with their computer system, or so they say. I'm doing this quick video to let you know why I think that maybe they were having a problem with the computer system, because I had somewhat of an incident here yesterday in the bunker. And it made me think once I saw this that maybe they were related. But here it says, obviously, an FAA computer glitch grounded flights across the United States. Well, let me tell you a story. I know you all like my stories, so let me tell you. So yesterday, I don't know, probably sometime yesterday in the morning, early in the morning, I was like, you know what, let me do a live stream. Let me do a special live stream so we can hang out. And usually during those live streams, people that normally can't come or make the Friday or Sunday live stream come and hang out for a little bit. And I really enjoy doing that. But I went ahead and I tested my hotspot. So the way that I get internet here, for those of you that don't know, is I use the hotspot from my phone. Okay, and what I do is I put it outside the window, and it gives me enough of a bandwidth, outgoing, of an outgoing bandwidth, that I can do a live stream. And I tried doing that. So before I set up the live stream, I tested to see what my speed was, what my outgoing speed was, or uploading speed, I guess is the right way to say it was. And normally, in order for me to have a decent live stream, I have to have an upload speed of at least 3 to 4, which I know that for some of you that are connected to landline internet and optics internet and stuff like that, that's like ridiculously low, right? But I'm very happy whenever I have an upload speed of 3 or 4. That's like awesome, because it means that I'm going to come in pretty clear during the live stream and we won't have interruptions in that way. And whenever I have a speed that's below 3, it's just nothing but blurry. So if you've ever seen any of my live streams and you've seen that there's a lot of blur on the screen and it pixelated, it's because I have a really low upload speed. So yesterday when I was doing the test before I decided to do my live stream, I was getting like 0.5, like less than 1 of the upload speed, where normally I easily get 3.5, 4, sometimes 5 or 6, which is awesome. And I'm like, why in the world am I getting such a low upload speed? And then I remembered that earlier that morning I watched the Suspicious Observer, and he had mentioned that we had been hit by a solar flare. So that led me to do a little bit of research, and I just want to show you this. And the reason I'm doing this video is so that people don't think that we're under cyber attack and the end of the world and all that kind of stuff. I may be wrong in my assumption that it has to do with the solar flare that just got thrown at us. I think it was yesterday that it left the sun and got thrown over at us. It wasn't a CME, it was a solar flare that didn't bring along with it all of the radioactive particulates that a CME would bring. So I did a little bit of research, and first I just want to show you, this is an article that I pulled up from 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, almost 11. Solar flares hitting Earth could ground flights and disrupt networks. And just looking at this, it seems that's kind of like what we've gone through as far as the flights that were grounded. From what I understand, they're all up and running now, which kind of makes sense, right? Because if it was like some kind of a cyber attack or something like that, more than likely it'd probably be down a little bit longer than just, one day. Remember the cyber attack that occurred on the pipeline that brings fuel from Texas all the way to the East Coast? That took a while to resolve, a lot more than 1 day or a few hours. But here it says, just for your information, the sun has not produced much turbulent activity in a while. And they're talking back here almost 11 years ago. But a recent solar flare, part of a normal 11-year cycle that occurred earlier this week, has grown and reached outwards from the sun. When it hits Earth's magnetic field, it has the potential to disrupt some important network technology, but also string the aurora lights farther from the poles as normal. So that's how we get our aurora lights, our northern skies, right? Scientists are saying that the storm will not put human health in danger, however. And like I said, this is from an occurrence that's similar to what just happened with our sun here a day or so ago, and it happened about 12 years ago or so, or 11 years ago. And this is from, I believe this is posted this morning, not too long ago. A massive solar storm strikes Earth. South America suffers blackouts. So that same solar storm that, and this was at 12:20 a.m. yesterday, January 10th, and the solar flare that left the sun was an X-19 class solar flare. So from my understanding, I am a novice at this at best. From my understanding, an X-class solar flare is the highest category, but the higher that the numbers go up, the worse that it is. For example, the Carrington event that occurred back in 1859, that was an X-class solar flare, but I think that the number was way, way up there. It wasn't like 1.9 or 2. It was way up there. I don't remember off the top of my head. So we can see here that in South America, they suffered outages from this solar flare, and I'm assuming that that's probably why we had outages here in the computer systems for the aviation field that ended up grounding the plane. So I just wanted to put this out there, that way some of you that may hear other channels, I have no idea what other channels are saying or anything like that, okay? So I'm not saying that any other channels are fear-mongering, I'm not saying, but you know how the internet works. Sometimes someone interprets something differently than others. So what I'm saying is that in case you hear some other channels or some other stories or read some other articles that say, hey, the world is coming to an end, it's not really coming to an end, in my opinion. This is probably what affected that. I could be wrong. It could be a full-blown cyber attack for all I know, but this just makes sense to me. Having said that, have a great day. God bless every one of you.